Welcome to this beautiful home. A few things that I would love for you to see is how spacious this home feels right when you walk in the entrance. The walkways are so spacious. There's this nice tile detail on the floor. And then as you look up at these vaulted ceilings, there's this fantastic detail of the underlit lighting, which I think brings a lot of character to this home. And then as you also enter this home, you have the first half bath. And this is great for any guest. I love that there's a half bath downstairs. One thing that I want to notice is the detail of the tile from floor to ceiling in this bathroom. And then as you look at these doors and all of the floorboards and the trim, it's this beautifully handcrafted wood that I absolutely love that is throughout the house. And then as you come through the entrance of this home, you have the first bedroom that's downstairs, which we'll go into. I love that all of these bedrooms feel spacious. None of the bedrooms feel too small. I absolutely love the beam details, again with that trim. And then you have this nice window out front, which brings a lot of that natural light in. The ceilings are high, so again, this room feels very spacious just because of the natural light coming in, the high ceilings, and the spacious room. This bedroom does have its own bathroom. And again, I love that it has this ventilation window in here so it doesn't get too humid. Again, you have the tile from floor to ceiling, which brings a lot of character to these bathrooms. I love the sink that they've chosen. And then we'll move our way to my favorite part of the home. I would say the heart of the home, which is the kitchen, the dining, living, and garden area. Let's start with this living area. I think that this fireplace is definitely a vocal point in this home. It's beautifully made, and then it also features the beams in the ceiling. And then I love how everything is kind of open living. So you're in this living room, you can have sitting areas here, you can have people in the dining room, and then over here is the kitchen. So it all kind of feels like one big room, which I absolutely love. And then this huge window that looks out into the garden, and you can open these. They're sliders, so it brings in a lot of air, sunlight. Today's not the most beautiful day here in Antigua, but you get the idea. And then as we move on to this kitchen, absolutely love these stone countertops. I love how clean and airy and open this kitchen feels. I love that they use the dark tone cabinets with this light countertop. The sink is great. It's a huge sink. And then you have all of your appliances available. And I love that they've done this island. I love a kitchen, with an island so you can sit here and eat breakfast or lunch and then be cooking over here. I think it's a great idea. And another detail that I would love to point out is this ceiling with the underlit lighting. It just makes this room feel much bigger, and I love all the little details. And then as you see, this huge sliding door, so it's again kind of open living even outside. This probably is my favorite thing of the house. It's this garden. It's huge, lots of room for so much. And then as you look at the vocal point of this garden, there is a jacuzzi, which is a fantastic detail. I love how private this feels with the walls. And then there is a fountain that can be turned on, and you could put in plants and trees here and just really make this feel like your own little backyard oasis. What I love about this is, traditionally in some Antigua homes, there's just one little small garden, but this is kind of like a huge backyard. And I think that it's a fantastic focal point of this home. So now we'll enter back in and I will take you upstairs. I do want to point out that there is a 1-car garage in this home. So as you walk in the entrance, that is to your left. And with this 1-car garage, there's a beautiful detail in this garage because it has this fountain, which I think is a beautiful entrance. It's not just an ordinary garage. There's a big focal point right as you enter this home. So let's go upstairs now. Right before you head up upstairs, there's this little room here, perfect for storage. I absolutely love that. There's an extra closet in this home. I think that's very hard also to find in homes here in Antigua, is just space for all your knickknacks. So as we move upstairs, something I want to point out is that these stairs are stone. And then as you see the tile detail and the trim of these stairs with that beautiful wood, I just think these stairs are very beautiful. And also spacious with this ceiling detail feature, making it seem just very spacious and big because these ceilings are ginormous. Lighting with the windows over here. I love how they've done the two-tone, so it feels like a nice, elegant rail. Again, I want to point out just how spacious this home feels. Like, I cannot explain that enough. So upstairs, you have the 3 bedrooms. We saw the one downstairs. There's 3 upstairs. So this first bedroom, again, has its own private bathroom with the tile. And then as you move into this bedroom, the ceilings, again, very high. This one has 2 beds in it. And then it has this beautiful window looking out to, it's not a great day, but the mountain views from this second story are stunning. It's definitely a bedroom that I would love to stay in. And then as we move on, again, want to point out these beautiful doors. And then there is this small hallway where you could put, even a small TV and a couch, make this almost like a little family room for upstairs. And then you have this perfect little terrace patio upstairs. You could put a small table and chairs and just sit out here and enjoy that beautiful view. You do have views of the volcanoes, which is so nice. And then we'll move on to the master bedroom. This master bedroom, of course, has the biggest bathroom with double sinks, so his and her sinks. I love that the countertop that they've chosen, I love that natural tone with those natural sinks. And then again, this one actually does have a bathtub and beautiful lighting, beautiful tile. I love what they've done with these bathrooms. And for this, you have this sliding door. I love that they've chosen this barn door. And then as you come in here, the master bedroom does have its own closet, and it's a very spacious closet, which I think is a fantastic detail. You could add some shelving and make this a very nice closet. And these ceilings in this closet are very high, so you could go up with shelving very high. And also this master bedroom has its own window, again, looking out to those views. This bed, if you were laying in this bed, you could definitely see the volcano from the bed, which that's my favorite part of a home, if you can see the volcano from laying in bed. As we move on to the fourth bedroom, I love that this bedroom has added the detail of the beams. It has its own bathroom. It's a very spacious bathroom, and I love that they've gone with the green tile for the vanity. And again, the shower is ventilated by that window. I love that every bedroom has its own bathroom. I think that's a huge detail when a home has their own bathroom with every bedroom. And then as you move on, this bedroom does have a window looking out to the back part of the house, so to the garden. And then this is also right here part of the terrace, which I will take you out to right now because this is definitely my favorite part of the home. So let's go to the terrace. So this terrace is ginormous. You could put definitely a full living area space out here, dining area out here, and then it has this beautiful balcony looking off to that jacuzzi and the fountain and the garden area. I can just totally see like a family gathering and being able to, you know, communicate with each other from up here and having people up there and down there. This home is definitely, I could see, so comfortable for a family to live in, but also if you're into social gatherings or anything like that, it's a great balance of feeling comfortable, but also being so accommodating to social events because it's such a spacious house. I love this house so much, and if you're interested at all in this home, please contact us using the details on the page, my number, or Zeph's number. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Natalie Noble with Real Estate in Antigua.